Noël Noël is certainly an interesting film. Love the narrative structure, but it has a nice message. This is a short 20-ish minute film from 2003. It's directed by Nicola Lemay, and the English version is narrated by Leslie Nielsen. And there is also a French version. I haven't seen it. I wouldn't be able to understand it. But I did, of course, watch the English version. And it's about a character called Noël Noël. And he is a business owner, and he ends up making this deal with this fairy, a fairy called Beatrice. I don't love the design of the character. I don't feel this way about any of the other characters, but I do not like the design of Beatrice. There's something about the animation style for that character in particular that I didn't love. But he makes a deal with the fairy. She uses a wand and will grant him great success in exchange for a kiss. Slightly creepy. But there is also a caveat. If the tree, this specific tree, is chopped down at any point, the spell will be broken and there will be a curse. And I wasn't really sure where they were going with this, which in a way kind of kept me engaged because I wasn't sure what was going to happen next. But, of course, the big question is, will this tree remain intact? And if not, what could possibly cause it to be chopped down? And honestly, it's not that interesting. The whole message here is that material possessions are nowhere near as valuable as other wealth, other riches, the riches of happiness and kindness and doing things for others that doesn't come in the form of mass producing and mass buying gifts. So I like that. I like the fact that it's arguing against materialism as a way of showing affection, and I think that that is a nice message. However, I feel like the narrative just isn't very good. The first half was okay, but the narrative structure even then wasn't that great. It kept kind of jumping back and forth with the timeline, and I didn't really care for it. And then some other characters are brought in the second half, and while I like what they added to it, I still didn't like it. So it's not a great film. It's not a great narrative. I don't think the story works as a story very well at all. However, Noël Noël as a character, I don't mind too much. I think he was a pretty decent protagonist. Don't mind the way he was animated. And we have some good messages in there as well. So if you're looking for a rather festive animation, then it might be worth watching. But if you're looking for a good story with a decent narrative structure and a good pacing, then I'd say it's probably not a decent one to check out. If there is anything specific drawing you to this film, give it a go. You might enjoy it. But in general, it's not one that I'd say is worth checking out.